Welcome back and congratulations. You've got a voice. You've taken a really important step to unleash the power of your voice. By getting out, being present and meeting others who desire the same thing, you're going to learn lots of simple tips and tricks today to help you start your journey speaking in front of others. Meeting like-minded people gives you empowerment to move forward in a really positive way. Many of us struggle with speaking in public, fear of not looking good enough, of others judging us, forgetting our content, breathing too quickly, and moving around a lot. The list goes on, but we do have to start somewhere if we want to overpower our fear. So what I've got for you today are 10 of my favorite top tips that you need to practice really well before you start speaking at an event. So before you can unlock your voice and start your journey to be a better public speaker, you must first learn some tips that must be done daily to help prepare yourself. So I'm calling them small habits, and I've got 10 of them. So breathing, that's really a very, very basic habit. However, a lot of people struggle with it, including myself. What we need to do is practice breathing slowly and deeply every single day, long before a speaking event. Start your morning routine every day with deep breathing. As soon as you wake up, stretch out straight and lie flat on your back on the bed. Concentrate on breathing in slowly through your nose and out through your mouth. Press your thumb under where a bra strap area would be, and this is where your diaphragm is located. So sitting up straight, roughly in there. Ensure your back is stretched out on your bed, your shoulders relaxed, with your chest open up to enable maximum oxygen intake with each breath. Now breathe in deeply until you can feel your diaphragm pushing out against your thumb. Do this 10 times every single morning as soon as you wake up and before you go to bed. It's really important to practice your deep breathing. Astronauts need to do it. We all need to do it. And it helps us control our fear and settle down our nerves. Rehearse. Rehearse every morning. This is what I call my small habit number 2. Talk to the bathroom mirror. As soon as you finish cleaning your teeth, every single morning. Do you feel stupid? Well, you shouldn't. I want you to say the following sentence. Today is going to be a great day. Note that there's an exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Today is going to be a great day. So you can witness how the audience sees your facial expressions. Change it up and see how you sound. Today is going to be a great day. Today's going to be a great day. Check your body posture is upright, shoulders back, neck extended, head held high, and chin tucked slightly down. Don't jut out your chin. Make sure your chest isn't slumped over at your waist, and say the sentence every day after you clean your teeth. Today is going to be a great day. I don't care how you say it. Entertain yourself each morning, but you need to say it, and you need to practice it in all different modes, with all different inflections on various words, with a different pace, really quickly or really slowly. Today is going to be a great day. I don't mind how you say it. Today's going to be a great day. Today's going to be such a great day. Work it. Work your voice. Practice, practice, practice. Say the sentence every day after you clean your teeth, but each time say it with different emphasis, using various inflections on different words. By performing this tiny little habit each day and linking it to a normal morning routine, you are effectively teaching your brain how you want to speak. You're teaching yourself to command the control of your voice. As long as you practice this one little habit, you will find that your voice will grow strong over time, your breathing will become automatic, and you will feel comfortable with experimenting many different inflections and even accents. Bonjour, mademoiselle, ça va? Pas mal et toi? Ça va bien, monsieur. You will find yourself regularly listening to other people speak around you on the news, television programs, when you're shopping, Netflix, or at social functions. Slowly, you can try other tiny habits linked to your regular daily routine. I like to have fun with my habits. So how to rehearse using your voice is small habit number 3. And what is it about? Singing in the shower. If you don't do it, you need to start. Why? Because the shower is a really, really good place for you to sing in. And there's a reason behind that. It's because of the sound that it makes. And it helps you hear your voice in a much better light. So habit 3. When you turn on the key in your car, I want you to sing. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. 7 times. Practice singing up and down the note scales. Singing scales improves pitch memory, which is the ability to hear different notes and phrases, and teaching you to accurately sing those notes and phrases. But what it does do is it helps you modulate your voice, and it helps you to hear your pace and your breathing, and you're practicing with no one else around. This is an essential exercise because it teaches you to adapt your voice to different sounds. Did you know that one scale covers several pitches, which spans an octave? By practicing your scales daily, the action challenges and expands your vocal range. You can find daily vocal warm-up videos on your YouTube. It's a crazy myth that you can't sing. Everybody can sing. You just have to give yourself permission to do so. Trust yourself and give it a go. I love singing in the shower, and everyone should have a go because of the acoustics. The acoustics are perfect for your voice. And that's the sound back so you can hear yourself. I want to share a story with you. And this is a really funny story of what happened to me on my very, very first day at university. My very first day, my very first lecture in a huge auditorium. And what was it on? It was on singing. So I was studying education, and it was singing, music actually. Little did I know when I walked into that massive auditorium what was going to happen to me that day. I looked at it and it looked quite frightening for me. I could see the lecturer on the stage and he looked very stern and old. So my new friend and I scampered up to the very, very back row of the auditorium. The auditorium was absolutely full of people. In fact, it had the entire number of people in our university degree. So there are a lot of people there. You know where this story is going, don't you? Never hide at the back. It's not smart. And that's exactly right. So our lecturer stood up and introduced himself and very, very quickly started to talk about the reasons why we need to sing the scales. And we're all sitting there looking at him, brand new at uni. So I hadn't even turned 18. I was still 17, fresh out of school. And my brand new friend next to me was equally as fearful of being picked, because you know what he did, don't you? He said, I want to pick someone to come and join me on the stage and sing the scales. Well, if you know me, I'm a really, really tall person, and you know what it's like in an auditorium. It's like a cinema. You cannot squeeze down and hide anywhere. My legs are so long, there was just nowhere we were going. And I could feel my face and neck going red because he was scanning the room to pick someone. And he said, if you don't volunteer, I will choose someone. I was sure someone was a singer in that room and would volunteer. No way in the world. So guess what? He pointed straight at me and he said, "You, come down to the stage." And I looked at the girl next to me thinking, poor thing. And he said, "No, not her, you." He's pointing to me. I was absolutely terrified. But I've been brought up correctly, so down I went, down to the stage. And I stood there and he said, "Sing the scales." And I just looked at him and I thought, are you for real? I could feel the sweat rolling down my face. And I looked at the audience in horror and they looked back at me in equal horror. No one was laughing. Everyone's eyes were large as they were waiting to see what I was going to do. I wasn't going to do anything. I was absolutely frozen on the spot. So my lecturer said, again, "I told you, sing the scales." And I just looked at him and I couldn't even open my voice to say no. He said, "What's wrong with you? Sing the scales." And I couldn't speak. So he went to the piano and he sat down and he played a couple of notes. He said, "Sing." And I still couldn't. And he said, "Sing la." And so I went la. And with that, the whole room started smirking and people were covering their mouths so that they wouldn't laugh out loud because they knew what he'd do. He would have grabbed them immediately and brought them down on the stage with me. And no one wanted to be me there and then that day. Nobody. In the end, he's getting really, really angry and I was getting absolutely terrified. He said, "Sing la." And so this is what I did. I went la. And he looked at me and he said, "That's not singing. Do it again." And I went la. He said, "That is still not singing. Sing la like this. La." And I looked at him and I said, "I don't believe this." And I went la. He said, "That is not singing." Anyway, he tried his hardest and I was just so terrified. He finally got me to sing one la, and that was it. I was off the stage. He didn't ask anyone else because he'd wasted quite a lot of time trying his hardest to make me sing. Now, I could stand on a stage now and sing in front of 3,000 people and it wouldn't worry me. But why is that? Because I was forced to do something that absolutely terrified me and there was no going back. The biggest thing was I was at uni and if I had not learnt to sing there, I would have failed my degree. So this is what you have to do. You have to trust yourself and you have to give it a go. So I want you to, now with me, I want you to sit up straight, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, swallow, and then I want you to go la 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 la. La 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 la. I don't mind what you do, but start doing it now. And I want you to practice this and I want you to practice it every single day. I really want you to research on YouTube how to sing your scales and you'll have so much fun. La 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 la. There we go. You did it. That wasn't too hard, was it? And I did it with you. And I'm sitting here speaking to a laptop. So how do you think I feel? So have a go. Nothing bad will come of it. Next thing you have to do is you have to learn to speak using your hands. If you meet me, you'll know I use my hands a lot. I use my face and I use my expressions and I love it. It can be quite confronting for some people, I know. Using your hands helps you tell your story with expression through physical movement. Don't leave your arms hanging down by your sides limply. Move your hands and fingers in different directions to express words in your sentences. Try pointing to yourself in the mirror when you say the word you, and then point to yourself and say me. You, me. Try moving your fingers around so that you can try a different pose every time you do it. Practice leaning forward as if you are leaning towards your audience. This is a very powerful action to use at home at some point early during your speech introduction. Now try practicing the little poem at the end of this session. Play some music and sing along with the tune. Make up words and move your hands to show expression with the music. Practice using your hands when you speak every single day. So at the end of this session, I want you to write down the little ditty. So make sure you've got a piece of paper and a pencil, and I'm going to give you something to practice every day that's a lot of fun. So using your hands when you speak, whether you're standing up or sitting down, is really, really important. Now let's hope you don't have an audience like this. And if you do, you really do have to wake them up, don't you? I would hate to have an audience like that, but it still wouldn't dawn to me. I believe I'd snap them awake very quickly. Scan the room. When you start speaking on stage, scan the room slowly from left to right and front to back, so everyone in your audience senses they are included. Now, to wake all these people up, you would have to come on that stage loud and strong so that their eyes open up and they're watching you. If you feel nervous, start by looking directly at the audience and lifting your eyes slightly above their heads. Continue to slowly move your head from left to right whilst walking slowly across the stage. Connect with your audience by smiling while you scan and introduce yourself and your topic at your next speaking event. Make direct eye contact. Now, this is what I call small habit number 5. Look people in the eye when you speak to them. Hold your eye contact for as long as you can without looking away. For many of us, we fidget when we talk. We speak quickly and we don't initiate what I call penetrating eye contact and speaking directly to a person's eyes. In some cultures, it is rude to look people in the eye. However, this is something that needs to be addressed when speaking publicly to an audience, because that is what you have to do. When you're feeling at ease, start by making direct eye contact with individual audience members close to you in the front rows. Make sure you eyeball your audience members individually across the room while you speak. Place emphasis on a word while you look at individuals. Don't be afraid to use expression on your face. Lift your eyebrows, smile warmly with your eyes, nod at key times when you are emphasizing a point, and tilt your head from side to side. Ask your audience questions. If you want to ask your audience questions throughout your talk, model how you would like them to respond to you by putting your hands straight up in the air and asking your audience to follow you if they want to answer your questions. Nod your head and smile while you model to your audience how you want this done during your speaking time. This is something a lot of us forget, myself included. So you really have to make this a habit, a big habit. Practice this so you feel very relaxed in the moment. It's really, really important. And if you don't want to be constantly interrupted while you speak, then you should be asking the questions. If you allow yourself to be interrupted while you're speaking, you will become very, very distracted and lose your flow, and the connection with your audience will be broken. So set boundaries right at the beginning. If you have any questions, there's plenty of time after I speak to catch up with me at the tea and coffee stand and have a chat. Don't attempt to get sucked into it during your speech. You will lose your flow and the connections with your audience will be broken. So set boundaries nice and early. Instruct your audience when they can answer your questions by putting up your hand. Who in the room woke up this morning and took 10 deep breaths? Right, let's take 10 deep breaths and put your hand down. So demonstrate to them, model to them how you want your questions answered, and also model when they can answer your questions. Drinking water, really, really important. Only drink water before and during your speaking or singing events. Never, ever, ever, and this is really, really important, never, ever, ever drink milk or any milk-based drinks before an event. And that includes coffee with milk in it. Never, ever, ever have anything with milk in it before you speak. It's really important. Why? Milk coats the tongue, throat, and vocal cords with a mucus which impedes or stops your voice lucidity or flow, and it prevents crisp, clear enunciation of words. Water is the best liquid hydrator that ensures performance and clarity of your voice and your notes if you're singing. Don't be tricked into drinking coffee, whatever you do. Coffee is a stimulant, a dehydrator, and a natural diuretic. You do not need those three things happening to you when you're about to get on a stage. Coffee will also make your heart beat faster, affecting your breathing, which in turn will affect your performance. You will also retain fluid and your stomach will bloat, forcing your posture to depress, meaning slouch over. Lots and lots of important tips there, speakers. Look at the venue. Make sure you know the stage well before you walk onto it. So I always say, get there early, have a good look around, stand in the middle at the front, take some photos, be very, very confident with where you can walk and how smooth the floor is around you. Always look at the venue before you speak. Make sure you know where the entrance is to the stage, microphone, and presence of cables on the floor. Check if the mic is cordless and handheld. Know where the on-off button is on the mic. Ensure that event organisers have checked the volume is correct. Make sure there is no noisy feedback between the speakers, and if you require a podium or table in front of you, make sure it's in the position you require. If you are using your laptop, ensure you have set it up with plenty of time to allow for challenging changes if necessary. I cannot stress that enough. Bring a spare HDMI cable, screen clicker, extension cord, and any other bits you think you might need. Never, ever, ever rely on anyone else. And always make sure that you can say your speech without your presentation, just in case it all goes wrong. Preparing your content, small habit number 6. It's really very important that you do this a long time before you speak. I start months before. Do this by listing dot points on small squares of cardboard for palm cards, or even better, using a PowerPoint presentation. Be careful that you only use a minimum of slides to prompt you and highlight key content points for your audience. Add a funny picture or two to your PowerPoint presentation, providing an opportunity for you to make a joke along the way to warm up your audience so they can laugh with you and feel connected to you through the event. Use a whiteboard, paper on a display board, and pens to help you explain your ideas to your audience. It's really important that you address the group as if you are sitting right next to them. Always bring your own whiteboard pens and cleaners to ensure that it's easy to view from a distance and that your pens work. It's very important you do that. Double check spelling and grammar on your PowerPoint if you're using it. I know every single time I get caught out, I have to go back and check, because I do things too quickly. So, have you got your piece of paper and pencil? If you haven't, then you need to get it, because it's always a good idea to be practicing speaking using a fun ditty. I've used this one for years and years and years. So this is small habit number 7. Practice speaking with the following poem each day for a week before you speak at an event. Once again, I do it all the time. I do it in the car, I can do it in the shower. My children know it off by heart and they love it. I've used this little children's poem for decades to warm up my voice, testing different volume levels and projection, practicing my pace, my enunciation, expression, and inflection. If anyone is listening, I guarantee that they will smile at you. So the poem also has a talking character, so you can have some fun and give her any accent you desire to make this exercise interesting. I want you to upload an app called audacity.com, audacity.com, or any other recording platform onto your laptop computer and practice speaking the poem by recording it regularly. If you don't save it when you close the app, your practice will be lost. This is a great exercise to do, especially if you plan on learning to podcast or interview people. So here it goes. Write it down and I'll speak it for you so you can hear it. This is going to be a fun ditty. I want you to practice regularly. A baby sardine saw her first submarine. She was scared as she watched through the peephole. "Oh, come, come, come," said the sardine's mum. "It's only a tin full of people." All right, not a bad one. A very simple one, an easy one for you to practice. It's really, really good because it has different parts in it. A baby sardine saw her first submarine. She was scared as she watched through the peephole. "Oh, come, come, come," said the sardine's mum. "It's only a tin full of people." You could give Mum a really good accent. "Oh, come, come, come," said the sardine's mum. "It's only a tin full of people." Anything at all. If you've got kids, practice with them. If you have grandchildren, practice with them. But do practice. It's really, really very, very important for you. I hope that you enjoyed my top 10 tips and tricks, and of course, my small habits. There's 7 of those, and the rest of the tips and tricks sit inside it. You've got access to this video, and you can look back at it lots and lots of times and take lots of notes. But it's very, very important that you practice every single day. And don't forget to sing in the shower. La, 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 la. Can I do that better? La, 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 la. Maybe better? La, 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 la. I don't care. Does it really matter what we sound like? No. But what it does really matter is that you can do it. Thanks a lot for listening to me, and have lots of fun this week.